Wouldn't you want to know the actual website visits of some of the most popular crypto and NFT games? This way, you'd actually know if a project is growing and if people are actually paying attention to it, and if the project's marketing is actually working to get more eyes on the project and spread the gospel of some of your favorite crypto projects. One thing that I saw today is I stumbled upon CryptoStache's crypto games tier list, and then I thought it would be a great experiment to see if there was a disconnect between what people thought was a great crypto and NFT game, but they couldn't tell what was actually happening behind the scenes and if the game was actually getting traction. This is where what the team is doing on the back end doesn't match what they're delivering on the front end. I've worked and I've freelanced for companies where they looked like they were $1 million company, but behind the scenes when I was doing the marketing for them, they were a mess. But because of the optics of it, because of how they looked in the graphics, the website, it looked like they were a well put together company when they weren't. A lot of crypto gaming and NFT gaming is this way. It's the perception and the view of it that may have a disconnect between what is actually happening to grow the project and get the business known to more people. I've been in crypto since 2018. I've seen lots of projects dazzle us with these promises and this vision, great website visuals, an amazing team, and then all of this content coming from different influencers covering the project. And by all means would be a hyped project. And then down the line, some of these crypto and NFT projects fail. And then we're caught holding the bag, wondering what happened. So because of this, because I've gone through my share of failed projects, I stopped listening to the overhyped promises of these projects and then started to judge them based on hard data and important metrics. Organic growth. Why organic growth? Because inside crypto, word of mouth and hype is what builds momentum and the narratives for projects to succeed, especially in the beginning. And not only succeed, but to maintain success. When I used to consult on digital marketing a lot, a big indicator for sustained long-term growth was how well you ranked in search engines like Google when people were searching for relevant terms or keywords for topics related to your business. This is important because it naturally builds awareness and attention without having to fork out a lot of money for ads. The more awareness and attention a game has, the higher potential it has to draw in a new player base. If a crypto game's marketing is terrible, it won't survive the long term. Organic traffic is a major piece of that. And just because a crypto game could be fun, it's actually working, has an attractive balanced in-game economy, great community, great team, they might not be growing. It means their marketing sucks, and a business will not thrive without good marketing. So after seeing CryptoStache's tier list, I wanted to check the growth of the games that he ranked. Also, check out his video. He does a great job of explaining the rankings and the games themselves. I've only played a fraction of these games, so go to his video for more information. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm also currently working on a massive analysis of most live and upcoming crypto and NFT games, so subscribe now if you want to see that in the future. But here's a taste of that analysis applied to CryptoStache's best to worst crypto games that I re-ranked based on growth. Also, I looked through the comments and added a few more games based on what people thought were missing. Here is the logic of how I scored each project. I used different digital marketing analytics tools to pull the data. These are reputable, expensive, premium tools to be able to do this analysis. There are three main categories: total monthly organic traffic, organic search engine keyword growth within the last 5 months, and then organic search engine keyword growth within the last 11 months. Why the odd numbers 5 and 11? The tools that I have only have an 11-month time frame, so I use 5 months as the middle, and then this is to show shorter term growth, and then 11 months for the total long-term growth because it's the closest to a year. Growth is categorized within these different categories on a lot of different tiers that I based on total traffic. If a website was barely growing and they went from 2 to 10 keywords, that would look like dramatic growth. That would be a 5x. But if they had a total aggregate of 2,000 to 10,000, that is a huge growth and a higher impact, but the percentage gain would be about the same. So that didn't accurately capture everything. So I did it by different tiers, and that's how I scored this. Everything was weighted based on this and given a score that I created and made it into their organic growth score. So the total score will determine the rankings. So an S is going to be anything that scores an 80% and above. An A is 79 to 70%. A B is 69 to 60. C is 59 to 50. D is 49 to 40%. And then anything below 40% is R, which for CryptoStache was Rekted. So that's Rekted ranking. On my screen is CryptoStache's original ranking. Here it is for reference. Now let's go into what I found in re-ranking everything based on actual growth. So in the Rekted category, we have Panzer Dogs, Wolf Game, Outer Ring, and Forged Arena. One thing to note too, this is also ranked in order. So anything that's here is going to be first in that category. Anything at the end is going to be last in that category. So this is actually ranked by the different percentages and the different scores within the tiers. What I thought was interesting is CryptoStache rated Panzer Dogs and Forged Arena at a B, but when you actually look at their growth behind the scenes, it's terrible. It's the lowest out of these lists. Forged Arena scored a extremely low score of 10% and barely ranked for any keywords, and has the lowest total traffic and growth out of all the projects by a significant amount. Forged Arena is also new since February, but there have been a lot of similar projects within this tier list that have, within that same type of time frame when they first started, have significantly outperformed Forged Arena in the same time frame. So even though it's newer, I don't give them the benefit of the doubt because other projects were able to grow faster. And then I always thought Wolf Games was a dead project. This just confirms it for me. And Outer Ring, I added from the video comments because somebody commented they wanted Outer Ring. It had a major spike in March, but they couldn't sustain the keyword growth and it tanked hard after that. So this is one of the reasons why it received a R ranking. So let's move on to our almost passing students. From the very last, Chicken Derby, Blockchain Brawlers, War Riders, Cypher, Crop Bites, Cryo War, Soul Chicks, Deep Space, Champions Ascension, and at the top, Alien Worlds. The games that were added from the comments were Crop Bites, Cypher, Champions Ascension, and Deep Space. Unfortunately for all those people, they're not doing too well with their marketing. Within this tier, most of these matched CryptoStache's rank of D, except Alien Worlds, which is at C, and Cryo and War Riders at B. Let's move on to our average students of the bunch, our C ranks. Starting from the end again, Undead Blocks, Skyweaver, Binamon, Blancos, DeFi Kingdoms, and Phantom Galaxies. This category, nothing matched. Binamon was an R originally, DeFi Kingdoms was a D, Undead Block was B, Phantom Galaxies and Blanco were both S's. This shows me that terrible games can still attract user as long as they have decent marketing, and DeFi Kingdoms was a great game for what it was, but the hack understandably makes it a D for CryptoStache. So when I was going through this, one of the things that surprised me was Blanco's growth within the category, and that was at a C. And this kind of makes sense because when I looked at the charts and looked at the data, Blanco's growth has stagnated significantly. They had a major spike before and they came back down, and then it's just been stagnated for a while. And the other thing that's kind of sad to see is Phantom Galaxies. It's kind of a blessing because I still believe Phantom Galaxies is an underrated game, because when I was playing big time early access, a lot of the players I played with when we were just randomly talking did not know anything about Phantom Galaxies. And to be honest, I like Phantom Galaxies a lot more than big time and a lot of the other games that I played within the crypto space. So let's move up to our above average marketers at the B rank. So in last place of B rank, we have Pegasus, then Lost Relics, Big Time, Crypto Blades, Upland, Zedrun, and Illuvium. Zedrun is one of the ones that was added from the comments, but again, nothing matches. Crypto Blades was at R, Pegasus was at D, Upland and Lost Relics was at C, Big Time was at A, and Illuvium was at S. Nothing matched a B rank previously. All of these projects were at a long-term uptrend, with Illuvium showing the greatest growth inside this category. Personally, I'm excited for Illuvium and love how the team has been executing so far. I purchased land during the last NFT sale, so we'll see how things progress. Now we're gonna go to our overachievers in rank A. Overachievers in rank A: Thean Arena, Gods Unchained, Mir 4, and then Splinterlands. Based on the popularity and user base of these games, I'm not surprised to see them here. If we factored a few other marketing metrics like paid traffic, Splinterlands would be rank S and match CryptoStache's original ranking for it. Mir 4 and Thean Arena got D and C ranks respectively, but the reasons why CryptoStache gives them makes sense because Mir 4 earnings are weird and Thean Arena tokenomics were botched initially. The Thean Arena gameplay is actually fun. I'm playing it right now. I'm renting out my legendary champion for a whopping $3 every 7 days. I just hope the team can recover, fix the tokenomics, and keep continuing to draw in a new player base because I actually enjoy playing this game. Last but not least, our Superman, Saitama, Goku Super Tier S ranks: Mini Royale, Star Atlas, Axie Infinity, Sandbox. These are some of the most popular brand names within the crypto space already, where a lot of people already know about these brands, except for Mini Royale, which I will get to soon. Of course, Sandbox matches CryptoStache's ranking. They have some of the best marketing metrics of all projects that I've been analyzing. Star Atlas is also not a surprise because they were ranked A previously. Axie was wrecked rank for CryptoStache, but again, that makes sense. I also don't find the gameplay fun. The economy has issues. But with all of that said for Axie, even in this bear market, even though crypto and then NFTs are down, the organic traffic remains steady for Axie. One of the things that I read recently about play to earn games like Axie is that you can't really compare it to traditional games where we're trying to compare it to fun, because a lot of people are playing this as a job. So at this point, you need to compare Axie to a job alternative for those in Asia who are playing this as their part-time job or their full-time job. For them, it would be the equivalent of getting a part-time job in a retail store like Walmart, fixing all of these out-of-place products, having to deal with all these customers. People choose to play Axie because it's better just to play a game and get paid the same amount or maybe even more than having to work at a retail store, restaurant, or any other crappy equivalent jobs. When I read that, that really put things into perspective. If I was in their shoes and I had to go work at Target, that was my first job when I was growing up, I hated it. And if I had the opportunity to be playing a game that might be stressful, might be a grind and not as fun, but the alternative was going to Target, I would play the game instead. So one of the biggest surprises for me was Mini Royale, where CryptoStache ranked it B. I didn't know anything about Mini Royale, but looking at the stats, there's 110,000 monthly organic traffic, which it makes it rank 10 on total traffic for all of these different projects. It's had a massive uptrend since its inception, so the team is doing something right in building awareness and maintaining organic traffic since the beginning, when most projects absolutely fail and fall on their face and they never get traction. I'll do a future review on it and dive in deeper to figure out what happened and what they did. But in the meantime, I'm going to be watching to see if Mini Royale can maintain this and grow further. So those are all of the rankings. Did your favorite game do better or worse than you expected? Let me know in the comments if anything surprised you and what games you'd like me to cover in the future. And then as always, take care, talk soon, and I'll see you in the next video.